bonus virtue for the month of June. Memo to every corporation. It's that time of year when you change your profile pictures to all colors of the rainbow for the Alphabet Mafia. Be sure to do your annual cash grab to show your virtue, but act fast. This only lasts for 30 days because on July 1st, they'll pretend it never happened at all.
I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be.
Welcome to the show. You are one-on-one with Wes the Sports Guy here on YouTube, BitChute, Rumble, and Odyssey, and online all the time at westhesportsguy.com. Make sure you bookmark that site if you want to get all my social media links, the podcast link, leave a 5-star review. If you like what you're listening to in all the various podcast platforms, you can get that link conveniently located for you at westhesportsguy.com. Previews, recaps, everything you want to know in the world of sports, all conveniently located for you at westhesportsguy.com. With Father's Day just around the corner, Coffee Brand Coffee has some gift boxes available for your dad this Father's Day, and you can go to coffeebrandcoffee.com, use that promo code one-on-one-Wes to save yourself some money on those great gift box ideas for your dad this Father's Day. You can also click the link in the description below of this video to save some money on your purchase, as well as stocking up on your favorite coffee, tea, or cocoa, all at coffeebrandcoffee.com. Click the link in the description below, or use the promo code one-on-one-Wes to save some money at checkout. You might be wondering, if you're not a frequent viewer of this channel, whether it be at YouTube, BitChute, Rumble, or Odyssey, why aren't you talking about the NBA as much as you say that you are a sports guy? Well, if you're a frequent viewer of this channel, I have said before why I am not watching the NBA. And you can check out my previous videos which highlight why I'm not watching, which has to do a lot with what's going on with the NBA's relationship with the CCP, the Chinese Communist Party, and leadership of that dictator regime in the country of China, and that cushy partnership there. You could also say it's because there are certain NBA players, including one who is a minority owner of the Utah Jazz and Dwayne Wade, that are profiting off of slave labor, mainly from the Uyghur population in the country of China. You can check out that video as I outline the evidence that is factually clear as to who is profiting off of the slave labor in China, and nothing's really ever come of that. So those are just two examples. Another example would be the fact that one of the main figureheads for the NBA for the better part of a decade plus has been LeBron James. And this might shock you. I'm a Lakers fan. I've always been a Lakers fan. I will never not be a Lakers fan. However, when I'm not watching, that doesn't mean I've abandoned my fandom of the Lakers, but the fact that when LeBron James decided to take his talents to Hollywood and Los Angeles, California, to play for the Los Angeles Lakers, at the time, still an NBA fan, my first initial thoughts was, holy crap, we're going to start winning championships, because that's what he does. That's what he wants to do. He hops over all over the place. He even went back to Cleveland and brought them a championship. So that's been the MO for LeBron James for his entire career, is winning championships. Okay, that's fine and dandy. I respect that. The guy is now the all-time leading scorer, being in a Laker uniform, passing Kareem Abdul-Jabbar this past season. All the individual accolades, All-NBA, All-Star games, MVP trophies, Finals MVP, all that stuff. Great, fantastic. Individually, he's probably one of the best players of all time. Do I consider him the greatest player of all time? No. But that's not to dispute anything and everything that he has accomplished on the basketball court. However, from a business and personal standpoint, I cannot stand the guy. And I can say business because of the, like I said before, relationship with the Communist Chinese Party and China. He does not say a word about that. However, he wants to talk about certain things going on with this country as opposed to, say, the actual enslavement of people in China. But again, going forward with LeBron James, I have my problems with him, and they are rather long-winded. I'm not going to go into every single one of them, but to highlight just a few things with LeBron James in this video, he did kind of, I say, tease a little bit the process that he wants to maybe consider actually retiring after this season. Well, hey, you deserved it, LeBron. You deserve that retirement. What more could you possibly accomplish in the NBA except maybe tie Michael Jordan for NBA championships or pass him, whatever the case may be. All I know is this, that if LeBron James is actually serious about retiring, I, for one, am all for it, LeBron. Please, retire. Do it. Does that mean I'm immediately going to start watching NBA games when you do finally retire? No, because like I said, there's a lot of other things that I have a lot of problems with the NBA at the moment. But if LeBron decides to retire, hey, go for it. Go to the wayside. Watch your oldest son play at USC for that one and done season, and he eventually comes to the NBA. Though there is a theory going around that if LeBron retires and watches his son play at USC and his son then gets drafted in the NBA, that LeBron would then say, hey, I'm taking my talents wherever my son gets drafted. Oh, God. It just won't end, will it? I don't want it to be true. I really don't. I mean, if LeBron is absolutely serious and retiring, please do. I don't want it. I don't want this circus anymore. Now, the success with the Lakers has not been great. Coming from a Lakers fan, it's not been great. We got one championship that everybody calls the bubble championship, which there is absolute credence to that argument. This is coming from a Lakers fan. At the time when they won the championship, I didn't watch a single second of it. And that's because him, LeBron, and his fellow NBA players stopped playing in the middle of their bubble tournament due to somebody whose name escapes me at the moment, something Blake, I believe, in Wisconsin, where he got shot by police when he was armed. He admits himself he was armed. He was also violating a restraining order against his former girlfriend, not really his wife, but the mother of his children, violated a restraining order, showed up armed. She called the cops saying he's violating his restraining order. They showed up. He is armed with a knife and not cooperating with the police. You know what ends up happening. He's still alive, but the NBA decided, hey, we're going to stop playing in our bubble, making millions of dollars because we think something was done wrong here. Even though the facts that I just mentioned about that case were well documented in real time as this was going on. To me, that was my last straw with the NBA. I tapped out. I says, you know what? If you guys are going to absolutely buy into absolute lies for anything and everything going forward at this point in time, if you really feel like you're going to take a stand about something, go ahead, do it. Call your bluff. Call the owner's bluff. Whatever you want to call it. Call the league's bluff. Sit out. You really want to take a stand? Sit out. No, you only sat out for like 2 days. 3, maybe? I don't remember, like I said. I just know that they sat for lies and then didn't give a damn in the end anyway because they got their money in millions of dollars and so on and so forth. There's also the time LeBron James decided to compare himself to Emmett Till's mom because of alleged spray paint on his garage. And I say alleged because there's been no evidence put forth by LeBron and his camp about spray paint of a derogatory nature on his garage, at his mansion, heavily secured, security cameras and everything else. No evidence put forth. There was nothing to follow up on because, it was painted over by the time that the police got there to check it out. But yet, LeBron compared himself to Emmett Till's mother because of an alleged spray painting on his garage. Bubble championship aside, that was done with no fans, not being on the road. You were all playing each other in the same place at the same time. No pressure whatsoever. That was yours to lose if you were the Lakers at that point in time. But every other time that LeBron James has played, yes, there's been a couple seasons with some injuries to himself and Anthony Davis, who I think is much more important to their success than LeBron James was when they got Anthony Davis. But focusing on LeBron, the other 2 times that they made the playoffs, there was a first-round exit the year after they won the championship in that bubble tournament. They lost in the first round to the Phoenix Suns the next year, and then this last go-round getting swept in the Western Conference Finals by the Denver Nuggets. So when there are fans, when there are stakes, when you're playing on the road in that kind of environment, it has been an epic failure for LeBron James and these Lakers, minus the bubble championship. But in short, him retiring, is that going to help get me and others' eyeballs back into the league? It might. It's progress. It's a good step in the right direction, but that doesn't guarantee that I'm going to actually come back. because as I mentioned at the top, there's a lot of other things that are wrong with the NBA right now, and why I'm more focused on watching the NHL than I am the NBA. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe and hit that bell below to get notified when all the latest videos are posted on this channel, whether it be at YouTube, BitChute, Rumble, or Odyssey. You can get those links to those video channels at westernsportsguy.com. The podcast link as well, all my social media links. Make sure you also click the link in the description of this video below to save some money on those Father's Day gift boxes and your coffee, tea, and cocoa purchase at coffeebrandcoffee.com using the promo code OneOnOneWest at checkout. I will see you next time.